You may have heard of composting before.
But what you might not know is how it's produced and the unexpected places it can end up.
It's not just for your backyard and your garden. There are so many places and different ways that it can be used, and we need lots of it.
So by 2030, all households in New South Wales will be provided with a new curbside bin for food and garden scraps. It'll be called FOGO, Food Organics and Garden Organics.
So instead of going to landfill, your food and garden waste gets picked up in big trucks like this and brought to facilities to be processed and turned into healthy compost.
This is Rob. He knows all about compost.
When you look at the soils and the natural environment is teeming with microbes, with bugs of various sorts. There's gazillions of them. We're trying to make a home for that microbiology to live in while it's breaking down the compost from your green bin. This compost is brand new, so it's only been down for a day. Before we put this down, we've added fertilisers, we've added water, because that's what you need for the microbiology to help break this and compost this properly. If you dig in a little bit, so already that's warm to the hand. If this windrow was older, you'd see some steam come off this, which is the temperature that we need, because you need heat as part of the composting process. The bugs in the compost, they're like that sort of 30, 40, 50 degrees. If it's 5 degrees, it's too cold and they're basically asleep. And if you get up to 60 degrees, it's too hot and you kill them. So we're basically trying to make a comfortable home for all of the billions of bugs that help break down the compost. That's what we're trying to achieve. So this is very, very new. Give it 10 weeks and that will be dark, composted, mature, and then we can use it.
So there's obviously more to composting than just dumping scraps in a pile and letting it decompose. There's a whole science behind it.
When we make a mix or a compost, we're trying to make basically what the plants would naturally grow in. This mix behind us is actually a mix that we make for vegetable growers that grow tomatoes and cucumbers. So you've got a couple of different composts. You've got some ash and some sand. If it was just compost, it holds too much water and plants drown. So what you're trying to do is have a mix between the richness of the compost and something that will help the mix drain and the water goes through. So you add some sand and some ash. We have to test things to make sure that they have everything we need. So eventually, like a recipe, you build up a formula of things that you put together to make the mix that the particular plants like.
So instead of your food and garden waste rotting away in landfill and creating methane gas, it's being turned into healthy compost that can be used in many different ways. It's being used in neighbourhood street gardens to stop pollution from cars going into our oceans. When pollution washes down the street into the gutters, it's captured and filtered by compost and other recycled materials through a process called biofiltration. This compost can be used along roadsides to stabilise the soil. It acts like glue, binding the soil together and stops it from washing away. And it helps plants grow, which looks great too.
Most importantly, the compost comes back here to the farm where your fruit and veggies are grown. It helps feed the soil to grow more food, and it also helps close the loop on food waste.
So compost makes a difference in 3 ways. First one is to improve the structure of the soil. The second is for water holding capacity. And the third is looking at nutrient retention as well. Often when we have a light soil, we can't hold water very well. So we need to add some organic matter, which is our compost, which allows that light soil to hold water. In a heavy soil, we sometimes want to add the organic matter to have a better infiltration rate. And by that I mean to allow the water to flow through the profile. So the plants also then benefit from that because their roots can then flow through the profile, open up and start to develop. So while we add compost to soil, what we're actually trying to do is improve what we have here. So as you can see, that dry soil is actually now starting to show a little bit of wetness in it. They complement each other. They work really well together. And as you can see, all of a sudden we've got lots of colour, a bit more moisture, and the plants can actually now get into that and extract what they need to grow. In Australia, as we know, we're one of the driest continents in the world, so what we need to do is be really smart about how we actually hold our water and how precious it is. So whether or not we're looking for it out of the sky or whether or not we're irrigating, we have to make best use out of it. And that's what the compost does. It allows us to hold that water in the profile to make it available to the plants. Every time we grow a crop, we're actually taking something out of the soil. And what we need to do is then replenish that back in so that we can allow for the next crop to come forward. So compost is going to allow us to have healthy plants, healthy soil, and the plants can take the water and nutrient out, and the end result is really a quality product.
So remember, what you can do to help Pete and other farmers grow healthy food is to compost your food and garden scraps at home or at school, and look out for the new green FOGO bins.